Hey everyone, this is Orrin. Whether you're coming from my profile website or you just found me on YouTube, welcome. And thank you for taking the time to check out one of the projects that I've worked on while at Solo. So today I'm going to show you the roofing proposal. The roofing proposal I've been the lead on this project. Uh, so 95% of what you're going to see is stuff that I've done. I've obviously worked with some other engineers. A mid-level engineer has helped us on some stuff, and a junior engineer has actually helped me quite a bit. But definitely the measurement tool and the masking tool, that's on me, as well as I'd say probably 80% of the visual stuff and virtually all the back-end stuff. So I'll just kind of give you a sense. Let's jump right in. This is the customer info page. This is where sales reps go after to make customer proposal list goes when they pick the job up out of the queue. So they come over here into the roofing tab and they can create a new one if they want. We've already got one made, so I'm just going to pop over there. So something to note about this proposal is that literally everything is fully customizable. So like they can put a different logo here, obviously, different color schemes, and it'll be projected throughout the entire proposal, their color scheme will. They can even choose a different background image here. And furthermore, they can choose different images and words here. All of this text here is totally customizable if they want to put like a mission statement or something. Or if they want to put different words here, they totally can. So this is kind of the really innovative thing that we've done here at Solo is this measurement tool, and this is something that I've worked quite a bit on. So if you ever used or heard of like Nearmap or Geomni, they provide measurement tools too, but we found out that it takes our guys about 45-ish minutes to measure out a roof. And with this tool that we've built, it takes them less than 10. For lots of roofs like this one, it's less than 5 minutes. Really quick, really efficient. So let's jump in here and show how it works. Hit the edit button in the bottom right corner. And now they're in here. They just need to sketch out the roof planes. So they just come in here and mark these out, just like so. And so you can see now we've recognized two different roof planes, and we've gone ahead and labeled them. These labels will be important later. And this one. And this is actually two, so let's go ahead and split that in half. And there we go, we're good. So these arrows that are coming off these labels are kind of important. That is, they should be facing in the downward slope of the roof. And so well, I guess I should mention, this is just like a satellite image that we get from Google. We also get some other 3D data from Google. The 3D data we get is called a digital surface map. It's like cluster 3D points. And we use that data to extract some useful information. So like for this proposal, for this measurement tool, we use it to find the pitch and the azimuth of the different roof planes. So, and we need that information because when you look at a 3D object from directly above, then you lose that Y information, right? So you need to know the pitch so that you can rescale it to get accurate measurements. So anyways, all these labels you can move them around so that if they're covering up something important, you can move them out of the way, just like this. And like I said, we're already getting that data in the background to find the azimuth, so these arrows are already pointing down. It's more just like a double check just to make sure so that the proposals can verify that it is correct. So the next thing they're going to do, the proposals will do, is mark out these penetrations. So for like plumbing vents, it's just you just stick one of these little dots on it. If there's something larger right here, like a chimney, then they could draw a square around it. And we're actually having them do this. Well, some of the things we're having them do, but specifically this one especially, we're having them do it because, for one, it's part of the bid, but for two, we're building a machine learning. We have a machine learning algorithm that we're developing in-house that can look at these. It's a convolutional neural network. It's built on MaskR CNN. It can look at these. We can use these masks that we generate from doing these roofing proposals, use that as training data, so in the future we can automatically mask out the roof like this. It's not going to take any human touch. Obviously, it'll be super quick. And then in addition, for our solar proposals, which I've made a video on, we'll be able to mark out obstructions and roof boundaries so that we can automatically design a system for any given location without any other human touch. I'm going to make a separate video on our ML stuff, but for now, just kind of throwing that out there. Also, if there's any damage on the roof, then they can mark that out as well, and it just shows up as brown if for some reason they want to highlight, this certain area of the roof obviously has some damage. So now the next step for the proposal list is to label the different features of the roof. So they'll come in here and they will, so they have all these different options for labeling different things. I'm just going to go through and label them so I can go on to the next step here. So brakes are blue, ridges are green, eaves are orange, and valleys are pink. Okay, so now this is the final step. So because we have that 3D data in the background, and we've sketched this out, now we can actually find the area, the square footage for each different section of the roof, as well as the pitch of the roof in that area, and also as well how many linear feet of different roof features we have, right? So like you got to order a ridge cap. We know this roof, they're going to need 89 feet of ridge cap, and they have 125 feet of eaves. So they need to order, 13 sticks of drip edge. So that is the bulk of the measuring tool. Obviously, like they're on an iPad or whatever, they can zoom in and out and kind of pan around, and then we have like these buttons to help them if they, for some reason, can't figure out how to zoom in and out. If they get lost, they hit this home button, it'll square them up. So nice features. Leaving that. So this is like the actual front end proposal. We got the square feet. It looks like this roof is about 3,000 square feet. We've got the squares, so this is hundreds of square feet. Kind of important because it's the way that roofers actually order materials. You order 100 square feet at a time of shingles, so they need $30 to finish this roof. And then the predominant pitch. This is not a 1412, I believe it's a 212, just a little mistake there. But most roofers bid roofs differently based on the pitch, because roofs with more pitch are a lot more dangerous, and so you have to tie off, and you have to have certain systems in place to make sure people don't fall. So those tend to be a little more expensive. So the next step our proposals will do is, this is the shingle masker. So our proposals will come in here, we'll hit this edit button. It brings them into this view where they now need to sketch out everywhere where there is roof. So let's do this. Let's kind of go around this tree kind of like this, just so it doesn't cut it out. A lot of times our guys will just go over the trees, but I'm going to do it like this. So now we've got the label here. Let's recognize this is a roof plane. Let's go ahead and do this one now. And now we've got two roof planes here. So now we're coming to skew. We can kind of get this visual representation of what these different shingles are going to look like. If for some reason like the house is further away, like this one is, we can kind of zoom these out a little bit. I think that's probably about good, and then we'll match this to be the same. So now from the front of the house, most of our guys, they sell their shingle packages in good, better, best, and these will have different pricing attached to them. So they can come in here, select what kind of pricing they want, what kind of pricing the customer wants, and then the customer can actually choose which shingle they want to see on their roof and see what it'll actually look like on top of their house. So pretty neat. Come in here and select exactly what it is they want. Pretty cool. So moving on from that, we kind of have this billing area. So obviously, like all this is dynamic. It's automatically saved as you do stuff. So say that they have roof vent, and they say there's 20 vents in the roof, and each one costs $15 because you got to buy a boat. And it'll automatically add that into the bid of the job. This demo company doesn't have square footage pricing plugged in, so otherwise we'd also have a price for 30 squares is how big this roof is. So however much they charge per square times 30, we'd add it in here as a line item. Don't have that set up for this company. And then they can set up like their sales tax and everything depending on which region they're in. So, and then also we have this signature box, so the homeowner can sign right here, and then it's kind of like a proof of work, and so they can print this page and they can show this is exactly what this customer ordered and they agreed to buy at this price. So moving on, oftentimes a roof can be $10,000 to $20,000. And most people don't have $10,000 to $20,000 just kind of hanging around. So a lot of people want to do financing, so you can actually come right in here and select your different financing options, different terms, different interest rates, different time lengths, and select find a financing option that'll work for them, and they can actually apply right here on the proposal. They don't have to go anywhere. They just punch in their SS number, and it'll tell them which loans they qualify for. And they can do all the legal things they need to do right here to initiate the loan, and money will be in the roofer's bank account within 2 to 3 days, just an ACH transfer. So moving on from there, this kind of last thing, just an explanation page. A lot of anytime you have something big done on your house, it can be kind of scary, and so this is just for the salesman to kind of walk the customer through. Okay, this is how the timeline is going to work out. So thank you so much for taking your time, and goodbye.